the size of Earth, orbiting a nearby star. Researchers say conditions on 3 of the planets could potentially support organic life. NASA Administrator Thomas Zurbuchen says this could mean we're one step closer to answering that question, are we alone?
3 of these planets are in the habitable zone where liquid water can pool on the surface. In fact, with the right atmospheric conditions, there could be water on any of these planets. The discovery gives us a hint that finding a second Earth is not just a matter of if, but when.
The exoplanets are orbiting a dwarf star called TRAPPIST-1. It's about 39 light years away, or about 700,000 Earth years. So, don't expect an encounter anytime soon, unless, of course, they come see us. And that is your world and beyond this hour. Your afternoon show continues now on Radio 1, and there's regional news in 20 minutes. I'm Tom Harrington. This is CBC News.
Thank you, Tom. I'm Jill Deacon. The temperature in Toronto is 7 degrees this Wednesday afternoon. Welcome to Here and Now. And a happy pink shirt day to you. But I'm going to guess that a lot of those internet trolls probably are not dressed in pink today. You'll hear about the challenge of pushing an anti-bullying message in a world where aggressive online culture is rife with bullies. Canada is dealing with a huge backlog in criminal cases in courts right across the country. So why not scrap most preliminary hearings to speed things up? You'll hear reaction to a proposal from Ontario's Attorney General. Well, hello on this beautiful, the sun is shining. We drew the long straw getting a
Yes.
studio with a window. It's at least we can watch the beautiful day happening outside through the window here. Colette, how are things moving around in this beautiful day?
Well, I'll tell you, not too badly yet. We do have one issue. It's on the westbound 401. It's in the express west of Bayview. The right lane is blocked. Disabled dump truck there on the shoulder, but that dump truck is still with the crews on scene trying to take it away, causing problems in that right lane. So the crews are there on scene. It is backed up to the 404, though, very slow in the express as you're approaching Bayview. But just know that the collectors are kind of clogging up now, too, from the 404 over to Yonge as well. So it's also slow on the westbound 401, about, a little west of here, Ontario, just before Mavis, so it hasn't filled in through that whole stretch yet. Eastbound 401, you'll find that slow going from the 427 to Weston in the express and Avenue Road to east of Yonge, again in the express. Collectors looking pretty good. Northbound on the 427, just starting to build from the 409 to Rexdale, but not too bad yet. Northbound DVP 404 approaching Dundas to north of Lawrence. That is all slow through there. We've also got heavy volume on the westbound Gardner Jarvis to Strawn, and then as you carry on to the westbound QEW, you're going to find some delays for drive to Trafalgar and approaching Third Line. And on the northbound 410, that is just now building from Derry to north of Steeles.
Thank you, Colette. Matt Llewellyn, what's coming up in the news at 3:30?
Some breaking news just into the newsroom. Toronto police say they have shut down a section of Queensway that is near Lower Spadina. There are reports of someone in that area with a firearm. Police say that they have sent the emergency task force as well as a number of officers to that area. So we will continue to update that situation. And also, we're going to tell you about a story that you're only going to hear right here on CBC Radio 1 this afternoon. It has to do with, well, a little bit of the weather, specifically about March break travel. Many people looking to go to sunny destinations. And maybe they might be scrambling to realize, hey, wait a minute, I have to renew my passport. There's lots of services that are happening online, but are they legitimate, and what do you actually pay for? Our Stephanie Matisse looks into one CBC Toronto listener's complaint, who says that he paid an awful lot of money and received a whole lot of nothing. We'll tell you more about that story coming up at 3:30.
All right. Thank you, Matt. 8 degrees is the temperature right now in the city. It's going to stay roughly that temperature overnight tonight, possibly even climbing up to 9 degrees. There's a 40% chance of some showers or drizzle tonight. And tomorrow, 16 degrees and a mix of sun and cloud. Now, that was the forecast for today, and here we sit at 8 degrees, so it may not get quite that warm tomorrow, but nonetheless, this mild weather certainly looks to continue in the days ahead. Jay Scotland will be by after the 3:30 news with more details on the weather picture for you. Right now, it is 8 degrees. And the sun is shining in downtown Toronto. This weekend, the second annual Black Diamond Ball takes place at Fairmont Royal York Hotel.